You're listening to the Daily Nugget, dnugget.com for Thursday, February 22nd, also known as Post Hootie Hoo Day times 2. Post Hootie Hoo times 2.
We forgot about Hootie Hoo Day.
So
I'm still reveling in my grief.
And I feel like just from now on, Janelle, we'll just every day, we'll change the calendar. We'll no longer go by the Gregorian calendar. We'll go by the Hootie Hootian calendar. So now it's not February 20, what day I always said it was. It's now Hootie Hoo plus 2.
That works.
Thank you, Jen.
That sounds like TLC.
My work is done here, friends.
Yes. Hootie Hoo plus 2.
Tech Thursday. This might be a video game that even you've played, Janelle.
It's true.
Okay.
Have you played some video games in your life?
No, a few maybe, but
like what? What's your memory of? I played a video game.
Well, believe it or not, I was around when Atari came out.
And you actually played it?
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah. The space people who did that. Space Invaders. That's what it was. Space Invaders.
Space people.
Space people.
And then there was Pac-Man, and then there was Angry Birds, and there may have been Tetris.
You made there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What?
From Pac-Man to Angry Birds is...
You skipped a few generations.
It's modern day Pac-Man.
A couple centuries.
Yeah. Who's got time for video games anyway?
But this is why it's in the realm of... Well, you can ask Sam about who has time for video games.
Okay.
When you refuse to sleep, you can play as much as you want.
It's true. Oh, that's a life hack. That's a life hack.
Life hack.
But
for fun.
So there's a 13-year-old gamer that became the first to beat Tetris. Did you know it was beatable?
Oh. No.
It's not. It's not supposed to be. Yeah. Because if you remember, the game just keeps getting harder. It goes faster and faster until you lose. There's no end.
Right.
However, with old video games, and maybe you remember, did you ever watch the documentary King of Kong, Janelle?
No.
It's good. So just like old games like Donkey Kong and stuff, they have what's called a kill screen, where the game it got to a point where it was so long in the thing, there wasn't enough memory in the whatever, so the game would just sort of end, and the game would crash. But you would never get to that point because it would take you hours and hours and hours and hours. And it.
Okay.
So finally, after, I don't know how many years, when did Tetris come out?
Oh, in the 80s?
Late 80s?
So.
Late 80s, this guy got to level 157. We're finally, 40th anniversary. It was 40 years.
Wow.
And somebody finally beat Tetris.
Oh my.
Janice, or I like to call her, Janelle, you are our video game enthusiast.
Wait a minute. How did I get... Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, that's it.
Your thoughts.
Why would you want to spend your life doing that? I mean, what was in it for him? I mean,
well, he was live streaming it.
Yeah, he was. So there were some monies.
There are people watching it.
Oh, okay.
He says that he couldn't feel his fingers.
Well, that's an awful way to get lose your dexterity. I mean,
you're gonna say neuropathy?
I was. That's with the feet.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the way that goes.
Maybe that's how he played. How he beat it.
No,
he might have
he did something called tapping. It's a really interesting way to play the video game. Anyway, I'm nerding out. I'm gonna stop talking now.
I feel like Janelle and Jen should see what tapping looks like for Tetris because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, say more.
So this is how, because you would never play it this way on your Nintendo controller. And let me see if I can find a video of it, because you take what we normally do with your hands. Remember in the old Nintendo controller? It would give you a Nintendo thumb. I can't imagine what this would do for you if you tried to actually do this, because this will mess up your thumb so bad, which is probably why he couldn't feel his fingers anymore.
It's true.
Oh, my word.
And he's 13, so. Like,
13.
He might have some arthritis.
Oh.
So that's not even what people are. Yeah, there we go. That's what they're doing right there is the tapping.
Like that.
So under the controller, like that he was just doing there, like they hold the controller and they tap it from the bottom because using your fingers in succession, you can actually tap faster than you would be able to move otherwise. And it's crazy how fast they can move.
So are you impressed now, Janelle?
Kind of.
The level of dexterity it takes to do this is actually very impressive.
I mean, yeah. I mean, look at those blocks. They're just flying on that screen.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, ow.
And the guys that you're seeing aren't as fast as that kid is.
Yeah, I don't know how in the world. I mean, how? That's beyond me. He's way better at that than I am.
So you weren't a Tetris master. Jen, I feel like played some sort of video games because your brother's into video games, right?
Yes, and he still is.
I
get so like I don't know what it is.
There.
Like my hands don't do what my brain tells it to do, so I can only go so far, and then I'm just mashing buttons. I
think they call that mom brain.
From when I was a kid, it's always been like that. I'm like, I'm gonna break the controller, break the phone.
Brain.
Yeah, I get too frustrated with it.
Jen's always been a little bit of a mom.
It's true.
She's been a mom for a long time.
It's a little awkward when we'd be at work and she'd go, "Oh, look, you got a little spot right there on your."
No.
Let me just
lick her finger and wipe it off.
Yeah, you go.
That is disgusting. Quit. It was the hair out of place. It's different.
Back when Andy had hair.
Oh,
that got sad.
And that's the.
I can't get past the time he spent doing that one video game. I mean, what about bathroom breaks? And did he ever eat? Obviously, he didn't sleep.
Cheetos and Mountain
Dew.
Maybe he had popcorn.
And you got a mobile bathroom.
True.
Maybe he wore a diaper.
Hashtag Tetris
What's
diaper.
next for him?
Pro tip.
I don't know what's next for him, but there's nothing next for this podcast. Janelle, thank you, Janelle. And that's the that's the nugget. Hashtag Tetris diaper.
You're welcome.
Let me know. nuggethatemail@gmail.com. Your longest video game marathon and the links you went to not leave the couch. And that's as I'm not going to get any more obscene than Janelle did. That's for sure.